President and CEO of the Greater Houston Partnership, Bob Harvey.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Please take your seats. Good afternoon, I'm Bob Harvey, the President and CEO of the Greater Houston Partnership, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Partnership's annual State of the City Luncheon featuring the Honorable Mayor Anise Parker. If you'll take your seats, we'll get the program underway. Please join me in thanking the Houston Police Department Color Guard for presenting the colors, Sergeant First Class Nancy Lee for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance, the choir from Travis Elementary School for singing our national anthem, and Father Salvatore DeGeorge from St. Patrick's Catholic Church for providing today's invocation. Thank you all for participating in today's program. Let me just say we have a great turnout for today's lunch. I appreciate all of you being here. I'd like to say just a few words, and then we will break for lunch. Let me just remind you that the Greater Houston Partnership works to make Houston one of the world's best places to live, work, and build a business. Over the past 25 years, working with and on behalf of the Houston business community, we've tackled the region's most pressing issues. Our scope encompasses the 10-county Greater Houston region, anchored, of course, by our great city of Houston. While we're all here today, of course, is because we all care about Houston. And whether or not we live or do business in Houston, in the city proper, the economic health and vitality of the city drives the health and vitality of the entire region. As we discussed at our annual meeting in February, the partnership has defined a list of key priorities in an intentional fashion. And as you may imagine, many of these priorities are connected to city government. Let me just take a minute this morning, and I know you're taking your seats. I see it happening. Let me just take a minute this morning and mention one of those priorities in particular. Transportation has emerged as a major issue, the result of our outstanding growth over the last several years. That congestion on our streets and highways, combined with our limited reach of transit, is a challenge for all of us. And I know this is on the mayor's radar, as it is that of Judge Emmett and other elected officials. Resolving this issue is going to take resources, more resources than we currently have allocated to transportation in the state. And at the state level, it'll mean directing funds to highways, a process that will begin in earnest with the vote this fall on a constitutional amendment that will increase highway funding by $1.2 billion or more a year. At the city level, it will mean ensuring that the city is as efficient as possible so that more funds are available to improve city streets. And it means keeping the focus of city government on the things that matter most to all Houstonians: roads, police and fire, drainage, parks, and other essential services. In all of these matters and in many others I haven't mentioned, Mayor Parker and her team at City Hall are key partners with the business community, and we're delighted to have Mayor Parker here with us today, and we're eager to hear her priorities for the coming year. Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to recognize those that have made today's event possible. So please turn your attention to the screens behind me for a brief video acknowledging the sponsors for today's event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the generous support of our members is essential to the success of the Greater Houston Partnership and allows us to continue our work of making Houston one of the world's best places to live, work, and build a business. Please join me in thanking today's State of the City major sponsors: BBVA Compass, Chevron, Comcast, and Southwest Airlines. Today's State of the City Gold 2M Hill, Clear Channel Outdoor, Dannenbaum Engineering Corporation, ExxonMobil Corporation, HEB, Linebarger, Bogan, Blair & Sampson, LLP, Pierpont Communications, Inc., Shell Oil Company, and Texas Capital Bank. Our State of the City silver level sponsors: AECOM, AIG, Amity Bank, Andrews Earth LLP, Arab Texas Inc., Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, BNSF Railway, Bracewell and Giuliani LLP, Bud Light, Silver Eagle Distributors, Centerpoint Energy, Cigna, Direct Energy, HDR Engineering, Inc., Houston Association of Realtors, Houston Contractors Association, HVJ Associates, Kroger, Lock Lord, Norton Rose Fulbright, Overbrecht Environmental, Brascom, PKF Texas, Port of Houston Authority, Traffic Engineers, Inc., TXU Energy, University of Houston, UT Health, Wells Fargo, and Winstead PC. Our networking cafe sponsor, Reliant, an NRG company. Our supporting organization, Houston Airport System. Also thanks to our staging partner, JSAV, and our production partner since 2006, Vision Production Group. Please join us in thanking all of our sponsors for their continued support of the Greater Houston Partnership.
Thank you all again. Thank you to our generous sponsors. And now let's take a break for lunch. The program will resume in about 30 minutes. Thank you.